Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion, and in this Champions Trophy preview I'll be previewing the campaign of the host nation, that is Pakistan. Let's get into this video. Looking at their squad, I feel out of the options available they have made a decent selection. The headline omission being Shadab Khan, however, and this isn't from my knowledge, I had this from somewhere else, but he has got a technical flaw in his bowling. And that's why if they've not rectified that before the start of this tournament, it's a short tournament. If you play 5 matches and you win those, you win the trophy. And if you don't show form from the outset, then the lack of confidence can become a further issue. And that's why I don't blame them for not picking Shadab Khan when they've not sorted out his technical flaw. But in this squad, they have one frontline spinner being Abrar Ahmed, and then someone who you can manage with being Salman Ali Agha. And Kushtil Shah can bowl a bit, but I wouldn't rely too much on that. So you've got two spin options there in this side. And I feel with the balance that Shadab Khan would have provided if he was firing with the bat and the ball, I feel would have strengthened the side, but he unfortunately is not available, and I feel rightly so. Apart from that, I feel the selections have been decent given what they've got, and I'll be suggesting a few improvements as I go through the starting 11 that I've compiled. So I've gone with Fakhar Zaman and Saud Shakil to open the batting and Babar Azam at number 3. After a disappointing outing in the Tri-Series, I think the word is they will play Babar at 3, which is his correct position, and open with Saud Shakil. I don't know why they started to open with Babar in the first place. Mohd Rizwan at number 4, Salman Ali Agha at 5, Tayyib Tahir 6, Fahim Ashraf 7, Shaheen Shah Afridi 8, Naseem Shah 9, Haris Rauf 10, and Abrar Ahmed at number 11. And looking at this side, the reason why I've gone with Tayyib Tahir ahead of Kushil Shah is because, no disrespect, I was going to say when was the last time, but has there ever been a time when you've seen Kushil Shah playing a match-winning knock with a bat for Pakistan? I don't think so. He can bowl some left-arm off-spin, and I've said this for other teams. Look at who they're playing against in this group. India, New Zealand, Bangladesh, all very good players of spin. And if you're bowling a part-time bowler in Kushtil Shah thinking you can get away with it, you can't. Agha Salman can bowl at least 6 overs. Then you've got Abrar Ahmed who can bowl 10. And in that case, Kushtil Shah would not be an advantage to your spin bowling attack. Your spin bowling attack cannot be extended past the 2 spinners you've got, so you may as well prioritize your batting. A frontline batsman in Tayyib Tahir at number 6, and then you got Fahim Ashraf at 7, who's a power hitter, and he can also bowl these 5 overs, so that is a 20 overs covered. And then you've got Shaheen Afridi, Naseem Shah, and Haris Rauf to bowl 30 overs. And if you're looking at the form of the 2 lead seamers, Shaheen Afridi, Naseem Shah, I feel with the new ball, it's a very good combination. At the death, they have been struggling, especially Naseem Shah. And I've seen him go for the Yorker a lot of the time, especially against South Africa, and he was bowling half volleys each time he went for that Yorker. And I don't have much technical knowledge about bowling, I'd say any technical knowledge about bowling, but it doesn't look to me as if he can bowl that delivery as of now, which is fine as long as you've got other options. But I don't think there has been a conversation into improving the options that he takes at the death. With the new ball, he's bowling very well, and in the recent match against South Africa where they scored 352 in the first innings, Naseem and Shaheen, I think, bowled 8 overs before the 40-over mark because they knew that at the death they were going to concede runs. Haris Rauf not available for the Tri-Series due to a side strain, but he is back for this campaign. So they wanted to break the foundation with the 2 lead seamers. That didn't happen, and then they went at above 10 over each at the death in the couple of overs that they bowled each. So that may be a problem for them because Haris Rauf also can go either way. He can be expensive a lot of the time, but he would provide a greater cushion at the death than when they didn't have him in the side, because Hasnain is a good bowler. Yes, he went for, I think, 72 in his 8 overs in the match against South Africa, but I think he's a good bowler. He's a good like-for-like backup for Haris Rauf. And Abrar Ahmed is a mystery spinner. Now, in the final of the Tri-Series, I think in his first spell, he went for 14 runs in 3 overs. And from his second spell, New Zealand, who people were saying was a tough service, in my view, it was not a tough service. Pakistan were well short. New Zealand went slowly in that innings because they could do so. And the moment Abrar was brought back into the attack for his second spell, Daryl Mitchell took him to task and they finished that match off at a canter. So he's a good bowler, but I feel with the lack of frontline spin options, they should have looked to correct Shadab Khan's technique, because him at number 7, let's say, with a bat and being a second frontline spinner along with Abrar Ahmed, and Salman Aga can bowl at least 6 overs per innings. I think it would have been a much better combination to go in with. Then you're going with one frontline spinner who, against teams that I've mentioned who are very good players spin, if you miss your lengths against a team like India, you will be hammered. And then you've got Salman Aga as a fill-in bowler. Can he run through you? No. So that is something that I definitely feel that they'll struggle with. And looking at the backup options, Kamran Ghulam, he made an impression at the start of his Test career. Then in ODIs, he scored a brisk knock against South Africa. Since then, he hasn't done as much, and that's why he's been left out of the 11. Kushdil Shah, as I said, I don't think he should play in the side, because is he going to provide the runs the batsman? No. Is he going to create an impact with the ball? No. And no disrespect, but Pakistan is a nation with great cricketing talents, and if you're telling me that a backup for, yes, Rizwan's a captain, he'll play every match, but if you're telling me the backup for Rizwan is Usman Khan, who, whenever he's played for Pakistan, what has he done? He's been found wanting. I feel he's in terms of the way he looks to go about things, he's completely different to Rizwan. He looks to attack almost every delivery, and how will that go? We've seen in the shorter format, it hasn't gone well either. He'll be batting at number 4 if Rizwan was not to play, but I think he will play every match, and that is certainly not a like-for-like backup. I would have thought there'd be better options as keeper batsmen to play a backup role for Rizwan, but they've selected Usman Khan, and I don't quite agree with that. And Hasnain's a good backup for Haris Rauf. Now, looking at the venues that they'll be playing, the first match is against New Zealand in Karachi. New Zealand have got the 1 frontline spinner in Santner and then 3 part-timers. Pakistan would only have the 2 spinners in the 11 and only the 1 frontline spinner, so I feel New Zealand would have an edge going to that match, and I think they'll most likely win that match. Then against India, if Shaheen Afridi and Naseem don't strike up front, have Pakistan got the resources to be penetrative in the middle overs when you've got a mystery bowler in Abrar Ahmed? When Adil Rashid's going for runs against India, Abrar Ahmed, especially in the second innings in Dubai, there won't be as much spin effectiveness, and therefore he may struggle against the best players spin in white ball cricket. Salman Aga will also not do too much in Dubai against that Indian side, and Haris Rauf can go for runs. So if Shaheen and Naseem don't strike up front, and Haris Rauf, he's not a bowler that will most likely bowl for less than 60 in an ODI match. So if you've got those things not going well for Pakistan, I feel this attack will go for a lot of runs and they'll find it difficult against India. And then finally, a match that I think they will win, and that is against Bangladesh in Rawalpindi. Now, is this Pakistan side a side that would relish a high-scoring match? I don't think so. Despite them chasing down the 353 against South Africa, I didn't think it was their best attack, and I think they have a precarious attack going into this tournament, even with everyone there. But against Bangladesh, if you pit their lineup against Pakistan's lineup, Pakistan have got steady players who I feel you've got Fakhar Zaman at the top and Fahim Ashraf at the end to go aggressively. Then you've got some steady players, meaning they can comfortably bat 50 overs. And if they bat 50 overs on a good surface. I think they'll get at least 290. They should look to get about 320 against Bangladesh, because we have seen that a lot of them are momentum bowlers. They will start well for the first half of the innings, at times a bit more than that, and then the patience will wear thin and the intensity will drop as well, and they will leak runs. So I feel Pakistan, if they bat first against Bangladesh and score at 320 in Rawalpindi, they will certainly win that match. But the first match against New Zealand is a knockout match. If they beat New Zealand, then I feel they will qualify for the semi-finals. If they don't, I think it'll be very tough for them against India, and then against Bangladesh, I think they'll win. Meaning it'll be 1 win and 2 losses, meaning unfortunately they will not get to the semi-finals. Hopefully they can play the right combination and they can get through. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Remember, this is my opinion. Watch.